So now, today, huge progress yesterday, by the way. Now, today, I want to... So yesterday I managed off the stream to... where's my camera, by the way? It's not there. What? All right, there we go. No, but so I actually managed to make it work. So now it can push a new version to itch.io automatically. That actually works. What I want to fix now is the same, but for my server. That would be awesome, because then like any like feature update would just like automatically boom up at the server, up at itch.io. All the changes are there. Good. That's like, that would be amazing if that's possible, if I can make that happen. Right. All right, the upload to itch.io works now. How can I make this happen also for my server? That's the question. I don't know. I've done something similar with Action Runner. That was like an Action Runner on my website. It's a little creepy picture of me. Is the website still up? Yeah. I wonder if the server is still up. I like the misspelling of combat. Combat. Tester. Join game. Still works. No one is here. It's an empty world now. But yeah, server is still up and running. Perfect. But so here I runs on self-hosted. So yeah, all of this runs on my own machine. While for the combat sim, it runs somewhere else, like it runs on their machines. I could run this on my own as well. Because then it would be easier to just Because then everything is already there. Maybe I should run this thing on the self-hosted. Push server Docker. Yeah, and what do I do on the server? Can I not use my own action runner? I have one set up on the Raspberry Pi already. I don't remember, however, how that was set up. There's a lot of things I have to dust off a lot of things here. I haven't touched them in a while. Can build the assets, build the Docker image, and then update your running Docker Compose services all directly on the Pi. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this on the Raspberry Pi. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, this is the new one, is it? Checkout code. Build and deploy self-hosted. All right, let's try this. We can edit this in code. It's closed though. I also don't think I need all of these imported files. It's so many. Like, I don't use all of these textures and stuff. I think this is bloating my game a lot. Mm-hmm. What if I add now this thing with like push here tags? B dot star star. Yeah, or workflow dispatch now. Context, build context. What's that? How many steps in is this? 1, 2, yeah. So export server. Build and export server. Deploy server. Runs on, okay, what did I call it here? In my own. Self-hosted. Steps. Yeah, check out code. Build the assets. Export a web build. What did I call the server build? Dedicated server. Okay, I just called it Linux ARM64 dedicated. And what's the location? It's like, okay. I guess we can call it that combat sim prototype. ARM64. List exported files. This we don't push to itch. This is where it becomes different, because now we are already on our wait, where do we use the yeah, we need to run this container. Paricello. I hope this works even on my ARM Linux. How do I get this out of Docker? The use Docker syntax runs all the commands inside the specified container with the current workspace automatically mounted. Home in container. What? Maybe I shouldn't use a container here. Wait, how do I get my created stuff out of the container after this step? I don't even know if I have access to this self-hosted server here. Usage metrics. It's okay. I don't have a self-hosted runner here. Can I not reuse this? I have to set up another runner. Can I use the same runner? GitHub self-hosted runner. Can I reuse the same across repos? Okay, how? I have to set up a new one. I hope this is not a secret I should not expose. Okay, there is some work to set this up. Well, it's fine. It's okay. Just gonna try to SSH into the server. Need to find the IP address. All right, here we go. Let's see where we should put the action runner. Okay, here we have an actions runner, kg.com actions runner. Let's take this one. Actions runner Godot server. Oh wait, the comments doesn't work. I wonder if I've set them up to run. Combat sim. If I've set the other one up to run automatically via whatever that's called in Linux. How do I do that? I just set up another action runner specifically for this. Set up an action runner for this repo. How can I already have one on this server? How can I check if the other one is set up in CTL or whatever it's called to auto run, etc., like a service? I think I have. Okay, sudo systemctl list unit type is service all. Grep I actions runner. Okay, how do I make mine like this? How can I add my new action runner to systemctl to auto run and be active and running? Oh, they have a service.sh script, really? Maybe that's the one they wanted me to run, actually. Maybe that was included there. Run.sh. Oh, there is a service.sh, okay. Install, let's try that. Sudo service.sh install. Okay, is that running now? Inactive, dead. And then start. Running active. Perfect. So that should be up and running now. Yeah. Okay, so that's up and running. Let's see, how do I make this stuff compile then? Automatically mounts the workspace directory from self-hosted runner into the container. The challenge for Docker operations is your next step after exporting the server assets is to build a Docker image. You have two main scenarios. Run Docker commands inside the container. You need to Godot or Docker installed. You'd also need to give this container access to your Pi's Docker daemon. Okay. This is messy. Like, what's going on here? I mean, will this work? Can I trust this to work, really? In my experience, no, I can't just copy paste this because that's gonna mess things up. This happens in there now, I think. What about the checkout? That happens first, I guess. Yeah. Why does this look like a comment still? It's something wrong with the, I think, syntax highlighting here. Right, if I push this and try to run it, I just want to see if it works. Update action runner to run server stuff on Pi. This should not start automatically this time. Okay, why is this failed? On line 58. What's wrong? What's wrong? Is it the use of this for quotation marks that is not accepted? So do I need to use this instead? YAML is very particular about indentation and how multi-line strings are formatted. Literal block scalar and structure args as YAML sequence. Okay. Try to fix syntax error. All right, I think that's good. Now it didn't fail. So how do I trigger a new one? I've set it to manual dispatch. What is it called? Workflow dispatch. So how do I manually trigger it? I want to trigger just the second part. Can I do that on like a, if I go to a commit or something? List of workflow files. Okay, actions. Yeah. Okay, I select that. This workflow has a workflow dispatch event trigger and a button or drop down usually on the right hand side, run workflow. No. I don't see that. This workflow, blah, blah, or run workflow. So I probably didn't set it up right. Okay, for now, let's just run. Well, could I just comment all of this out for now? Or something. Or just remove it and then add it back because it's gonna be in the history. All right. Update actions stuff. env.godot version. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, server, export preset, export path, export name. I need to set this. Export name, project path. Oh yeah, this is the preset. What is the other one? Export name. No, it has to be called exactly. Let's call it, let's do like server export name. And it's not combat sim server, it's just combat sim prototype.arm64. I don't use any other environment variables there, no. All right, let's try. Fix var names. Still not working. Ah, it's named in a weird way. Like it should be like this. None missed. No. Oops. Typo on bars. Push. A sequence was not expected. Why? GitHub YAML. The name of the job itself is the name of the label. What? Okay, getting this error now. Right, I gotta go. Oh, a bit slower session today, like the nitty-gritty of getting this stuff up and running. But once it's up and running, it's gonna be amazing. Then I can go back to, we can go back to building the game and adding features. This is fun though, like getting this up and running is a great feeling when it works. At the same level as entry point. Yeah, it is. They have the same indentation. Yeah. No. That's not the issue. Okay, I have to fix this later. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.